even the black cat, something as whimsical or superstitious as a black cat, people blame the poor black
Yeah.
cat for all the troubles that happen in their lives. When what's going to happen is going to happen anyway, and we keep finding a soft scapegoat each
Yeah.
time. And because there's a cat and it's very small, and because it's black, we
Yeah.
kind of dump all the blame on the black cat. So something from as basic as that to more serious themes is somebody battling with cancer, and a lot of other um themes as well, disability, inclusion, and a lot more. You've just brought them all so seamlessly in a seemingly simplistic kid's tale.
I think the story kind of wrote itself. So I was very keen to include Srijit, who is a differently able child, as one of the main characters, because I don't think there are enough books celebrating differently able children, and I wanted one child to be, to be different and also made to feel that he could fit in, like he's not any different. He is able to keep up with everybody, and his friends support him, right? So Srijit's story was the first story that came to my mind. And of course, I had Kanmani because Kanmani is very much inspired from my relationship with my grandparents. Like I grew up with my grandparents, so that bond between Kanmani and her grandparents is modeled on my own life. So then the rest of the story was like, okay, fine. I was like, I wanted to create this whole setting, but more importantly, I wanted to connect and talk about issues of today. And all these are somehow they connect to my childhood and also what we are seeing. For example, I taught my grandmother to write the first story, which is a stamp of approval. Um, it's about Kanmani facing a problem when her test had to be signed. So something similar happened to me as well. And so that's pretty much derived from my life. And that's something that I put in as a first story, as a tribute to my grandmother. And everything has kind of just followed. And somehow or the other, they are kind of connected to my life. For example, I worked with an FMCG company and we were talking about sachets and the impact they had on the environment. And that found its place in one of the stories. And of course, I wanted to capture the, how do I say, the spirit of a festival, of a temple festival, because I have seen all of that while growing up. I don't think my daughter has seen that, but that fervor and that energy and that color, because it's more than religion and devotion. There's this whole, how do I say, a whole atmosphere, a buzz, right? You've got vendors, you've got snacks, you've got balloons, and I wanted to capture that and bring that alive. So a new experience for young readers as well as a takeaway, like, okay, there is something else we can do to change the world, whether it is plastics or literacy or just compassion or inclusivity. So it kind of wrote itself with anecdotes from my life, but that's generally how I write.